We students of GRIT from Computer Science Department did project on data handling in clouds under the esteemed guidance of Associate Professor V. Soumya garu. So what is cloud computing? We see cloud computing as a computing model, not a technology. In this model, customers plug into the cloud to access IT resources which are priced and provided on demand. Delivered over an internet connection, the cloud replaces the company data center or server providing the same service. Thus, cloud computing is simply IT service sold and delivered over the internet. So why are we using cloud computing? Because cloud computing vendors combine virtualization, that is one computer hosting several virtual servers, automated provisioning, that is servers have software installed automatically, and internet connectivity technologies to provide this service. These are not new technologies but a new name applied to a collection of older technologies that are packed, sold and delivered in a new way. How to use cloud computing? The cloud makes it possible for you to access your information from anywhere at any time. While a traditional computer setup requires you to be in the same location as your data storage device, the cloud takes away the step. The cloud removes the need for you to be in the same physical location as the hardware that stores your data. Your cloud provider can both own and house the hardware and software necessary to run your home or business applications. Deployment models. There are different types of clouds that you can subscribe to depending on your needs. As a home user or small business owner, you will most likely to use public cloud services. We have 4 different models. First one is public cloud. A public cloud can be accessed by any subscriber with an internet connection and access to the cloud space. Private cloud. A private cloud is established for a specific group or organization and limits access to just that group. Community cloud. A community cloud is shared among 2 or more organizations that have similar cloud requirements. The fourth one is hybrid cloud. A hybrid cloud is essentially a combination of at least 2 clouds where the clouds included are a mixture of public, private and community. Cloud computing presents a new way to supplement the current consumption and delivery model for IT services based on internet by providing for dynamically scalable and often virtualized resources as a service over the internet. Existing system. To allay users' concerns, it is essential to provide an effective mechanisms for users to monitor the usage of their data in the cloud. For example, users need to be able to ensure that their data are handled according to the service level agreements made at the time they sign on the services in the cloud. Conventional access control approaches developed for closed domains such as databases and operating systems, or approaches using a centralized servers in distributed environments which are not suitable due to the following features characterizing cloud environments. Problems in existing system. First, the data handling can be outsourced by the direct cloud service provider, that is CSP, to other entities in the cloud, and these entities can also delegate the tasks to other and so on. The second problem is that entities are allowed to join and leave the cloud in a flexible manner. As a result, data handling in the cloud goes through a very complex and dynamic hierarchical service chain which doesn't exist in the conventional environments. Proposed system. We propose a novel approach, namely Cloud Information Accountability, that is CIA framework, based on the notion of information accountability. Unlike privacy protection technologies which are built on the hide it or lose it perspective, information accountability focuses on keeping the data usage transparent and trackable. Our proposed CIA framework provides an end-to-end accountability in a highly distributed fashion. One of the main innovative features of the CIA framework lies in the ability of maintaining lightweight and powerful accountability that combines aspects of access control, usage control, and authentication. By means of CIA, the data owners can track not only whether the service level agreements are being honored, but also enforce access and usage control rules as needed. Associated with the accountability feature, we also developed 2 distinct modes for auditing, that is push mode as well as pull mode. The push mode refers to logs being periodically sent to the data owners or stakeholders, while the pull mode refers to an alternative approach whereby the user can retrieve the log as needed. Hardware requirements. Processor Pentium 3, speed 1.1 GHz, RAM 256 MB, hard disk 20 GB, floppy drive 1.44 MB, keyboard standard Windows keyboard, mouse 2 or 3 button mouse, monitor SVGA. Software requirements. Operating system Windows XP 7, 8. Application server Tomcat 5.0, 6.x. Front-end HTML, Java, JSP. Scripts JavaScript. Server-side script Java Server Pages. Database MySQL. Database connectivity JDBC. The main modules we used in our project are Cloud Information Accountability Framework, that is CIA. Distinct module for auditing. Logging and auditing techniques, major components of CIA. The main module is Cloud Information Accountability, that is CIA framework. CIA framework lies in its ability of maintaining lightweight and powerful accountability that combines aspects of access control, usage control, and authentication. By means of the CIA, data owners can track not only whether their service level agreements are being honored, but also enforce access and usage control rules as needed. The second module is Distinct mode for auditing. We have two modes, push mode. The push mode refers to logs being periodically sent to the data owners or stakeholder. The second one is pull mode. The pull mode refers to an alternative approach whereby the user can retrieve the logs as needed. The third module is logging and auditing techniques. The logging should be decentralized in order to adapt to the dynamic nature of the cloud. Every access to the user's data should be correctly and automatically logged. Log files should be reliable and tamper-proof to avoid illegal insertion, deletion, and modification by malicious parties. Log files should be sent back to their data owners periodically to inform them of the current usage of their data. The proposed technique should not intrusively monitor data recipient systems, nor it should introduce heavy communication and computation overhead, which otherwise will hinder its feasibility and adoption in practice. The fourth module is major components of CIA. There are two major components of the CIA, the first being the logger and the second being the log harmonizer. The logger is strongly coupled with the user's data. Its main tasks include automatically logging access to data items that it contains, encrypting the log records using the public key of the content owner, and periodically sending them to the log harmonizer. It may also be configured to ensure that access and usage control policies associated with the data are honored.
This is the registration page and it contains details like name, username, email ID and so on. The user type at the end should be selected by the one who gets registered. There will be three options provided for him, that is the user or the owner or the CSP. This is the login page of our project. Once the user logs in, the user page appears and the user has the following options like changing his password, file download, refile download, request to CIA password, download file list and logout. The user is one who downloads the files. So for the user to download a file, he should first request to CIA for his password. On selecting the request to CIA option, the request to CIA page appears. Here we need to enter our username, password and the user type. This is the home page of the CIA. He has options like login, view all request and logout. To view all the requests from all the users, he has to select the view all request option. On clicking the view all requests, this page appears. This page contains the requests from the users and owners. The CIA just grants a request. This is the user page. For the user to know whether his request has been granted or not by the CIA, he should check in the request CIA password option. If the user's request has been granted by the CIA, a password appears in this page. In order to download the files, the user must log in with the password given by the CIA. After logging in, this page appears where he should select his CSP. He browses for the required file and downloads it. He enters the file key and downloads it. After the owner logs in, the homepage of the owner appears. He has options like file upload, view user list, request to CIA password and logout. The owner is one who uploads a file. In order to upload a file, he should get the permission from the CIA as in a manner done by the user. After getting the password from the CIA, he should log into his account and then upload a file. The file uploading page contains information like file name, download cost, re-download cost, and the file key will be automatically generated. The owner can browse for a file and upload it.
Conclusion. We proposed innovative approaches for automatically logging any access to the data in the cloud together with an auditing mechanism. Our approach allows the data owner to not only audit his content but also enforce strong back-end protection if needed. Moreover, one of the main features of our work is that it enables the data owner to audit even those copies of its data that were made without his knowledge. Bibliography. Thank you.